Too many preps and not enough time to plan a lesson? Figjam has thousands of ready-made templates perfect for your middle and high school classes. Hi, my name is John Sowash. I help teachers and students use Google products in the classroom. Figjam is a free, open-ended whiteboarding tool that is amazing for collaborative assignments, brainstorming, and all kinds of creative things. Figjam is 100% free for all schools. You can get started at figjam.com/education. If you're brand new to Figjam, make sure you check out my video that will walk you through the basics and how to get started. One of the best things about Figjam is the absolutely massive library of templates that you can use in your classroom. Now, there are two ways to access the templates, and it's very important that you know about both of them. First, I'm going to open a new Figjam file, totally blank, and up in the top right corner of my activity, I'll see this little box here. This is the template widget. If you're not 100% sure what you want to do, you can just click that template widget and browse through a huge selection of options. There's all kinds of things. These ones listed as fun are pretty cool. We've got magnetic poetry, Connect 4. If you search for brainstorm, you'll find a whole bunch of graphic organizers and concept map ideas. If you search for voting, you'll see a variety of different ways that you can put topics in and then have students vote and rank them. There's so many. You just need to come and explore. Simply clicking on one of these will insert that template into this existing file, and you can modify it and share it with your students. This is option number one. That's typically where I'll start. But there's another way. There are actually way more templates than what you can see in the template widget. Figjam has an entire community where people can submit their files for others to utilize. And you can check these out by visiting figma.com/community. And we'll be able to browse not just the official templates, but also user-generated templates. I have no idea how many there are. It's a lot. Now, it can be a little overwhelming here. You have to kind of play around and just explore. We've got all kinds of filters and things you can look at. Let me give you a few suggestions for browsing the Figma community. The first thing I want to do is scroll down just a little bit, and you're going to see some filters. I'm only interested in Figjam files. Figma has two products. There's Figma, the design tool, and then Figjam, which is the brainstorming tool. I'm only interested in Figjam, so I'm going to go ahead and select that filter. So I'm only seeing my Figjam files. Everything in here is free, which is awesome. Now, this is not a lesson plan library. So if I type in, lesson plans on photosynthesis, you're not going to find anything. These are activities that you'll need to customize based on what you're looking for. So I wanted my students to do a compare and contrast activity. So I'm going to go up to the search box up at the top, and maybe I'm going to search for Venn diagram. Here are a whole bunch of different Venn diagram options. Now, if you're a history teacher, maybe you want them to do a timeline. So I'm going to search for timeline, and we'll see a whole bunch of different options. I can look at them, make customizations to it, and then share it with my students. So don't think in terms of lesson plans, think in terms of activities or what you want your students to be exploring. Now, I want to point you to one very specific resource within the Figjam community. Figma for Education has some classroom-specific templates I think you'll find very interesting. If you search for Figma Education, you'll see this right here. So this is the Figma for Education template library. And they have hundreds of examples. These are much more classroom specific. You'll see a lot of business focused things in the regular community. And these are amazing. We have choice boards, concept maps, exit ticket, book reports, amazing things in here. Take a look, click on one that looks interesting. Let me do this storyboard template. You'll initially see a very small preview, and then it'll open up the full version of the file where you can see exactly what it looks like and preview it in its entirety. Let's pick one of these templates and talk about assigning it to one of our classes. I'm going to use this bumper sticker activity. It's a nice exit ticket option. So I'm going to click on it to open it up. First thing I'm going to see is a preview of the file, and I can scroll and zoom, make sure that this template is going to work for my needs. Looks great. Now there are two ways that I can assign this to my students. The easy option is to simply copy the URL from the top of the screen and then take that link, put it into Google Classroom or Canvas or whatever learning management tool I am using. Students will click on that link, they'll come right here, and they'll be able to click this purple Open in Figjam button and make changes to that template. That's the easy option, that's option number one. Now if I look at this template and I think, hey, this is good, but I want to make some modifications, I want to add my discussion prompt in here, I want to give some instructions, then I am going to click the Open in Figjam button. This is going to open the file so that I can make changes to it. I'll go ahead and make whatever changes that I want. And then I will take that modified version and put that into Google Classroom or Canvas. Now, there are some different strategies for how to do that, depending on if you're interested in making this a whole class activity, a small group, or an individual assignment. I have a whole video that will walk you through those three different scenarios so that you can take your modified template and make sure that your students have easy access to it. Definitely make sure that you check out that other video that you see on the screen here. I want to thank Figma for sponsoring this video series. They are super excited to introduce this tool to educators around the world. This is 100% free. I hope you'll check it out. There's a link to start using Figma with your students. You can go to figma.com/education to start your free account.